Modern nation-states as we know them did not arise in peace, nor were they created merely by consensus or cooperation. Most emerged through conflict, violent revolutions, colonial expansions, civil wars, or independence movements. The American Revolution, French Revolution, the Bolshevik Revolution, creation of Israel, partition of India, decolonization of Africa and Asia, each of these events involved upheaval, mobilization, and bloodshed. This means that the birth certificate of the modern state is often stained with war. And once born, a state must maintain itself, not only through governance or justice, but more crucially, through preparedness for future conflict. That preparation becomes its most serious and costly task, shaping the very structure of society, because preparing for war is expensive. Soldiers, weapons, logistics, infrastructure all require immense resources. And in modern countries, it is the tax-paying and consuming citizen who supports this machinery. Taxpayers fund the military directly via income, sales, or corporate taxes. Consumers sustain industry, which in turn supplies goods that fuel economies, many of which are tied to defense sectors like arms, vehicles, fuel, technology. Workers and producers create value that the state redistributes to finance its strategic needs. In this model, a nation becomes a perpetual production unit, always running, always funding a machine that must be ready for war, even if peace prevails. This system is always governed by a leader of a political party or a monarch. And from a chess player's perspective, such a leader functions like a grandmaster, moving pieces, soldiers, citizens, alliances, laws, not for the welfare of the individual piece, but to win the larger game. Citizens are pawns, useful for their production, votes, and symbolic value. Soldiers are tactical assets, sacrificed when needed. Middle-class taxpayers are the energy reserves of the nation, reliable, replaceable, essential. Doctors and engineers, like rooks, knights, bishops, are deployed for strategic advantage. The king or queen, that is, the leadership itself, is protected at all costs, though rarely involved in frontline danger. In wars or economic crises, the powerful often manipulate public sentiment, using nationalism, fear, loyalty, convincing people that their sacrifices are noble or necessary, even as the system continues to consolidate the power of the ruling class. Even in democracies where leaders are elected, the structure remains largely intact. A citizen may vote for who moves the pieces, but not whether the game is played at all. The military-industrial complex, intelligence apparatus, and economic dependence on perpetual growth bind nations to a logic of continual preparedness and competition, often indistinguishable from war. Thus, from the chess player's detached view, the state becomes a game board, where citizens are placed and moved, a machine where humans are the fuel, a story where the idea of freedom, rights, and nationhood may conceal the deeper truth, that power uses people to maintain and protect itself. While citizens imagine they are living normal lives, working, consuming, voting, they may, in fact, be part of a much older and colder mechanism, a system designed originally for war, justified by security, and run by those who rarely risk anything themselves. In this light, the chessboard becomes a metaphor for strategic manipulation, and the pawn, a symbol of the ordinary person, remains, as always, the most numerous and the most expendable piece.